He is a formidable immortal with memories spanning 3 lifetimes, unexpectedly meeting demise only to be reborn back to his high school days. In his first life on Earth, his extravagant lifestyle led to disdain from his first love goddess, coercion from his fiancée to annul the engagement, and his family treating him as a disgrace. Overwhelmed by the humiliation from his first love, fiancé, and family, he ultimately took his own life. Unexpectedly, he was saved by the immortal Emperor Donghua, who took his soul to the cultivation world. In his second life, he met a junior martial sister and fell in love. Unfortunately, their journey ended when they mistakenly entered the forbidden cosmic eye, leading to their simultaneous demise. However, fate granted him another rebirth, and astonishingly, he returned to his high school days from his first life. In the classroom, Chen Mu suddenly stood up, shouting in grief, "Junior sister! Junior sister! Are you dreaming or what?" Classmates mocked. Chen Mu's secret crush, Kyue, looked disappointedly at him. Chen Mu, bewildered, surveyed the surroundings and thought, "Did I not die? I've been reborn." Soon, Chen Mu realized he had no spiritual power, but with his cultivation knowledge, he was determined to rise again. This time, he would repay twofold to those who bullied and insulted him in this life. Chen Mu left the classroom directly, sat under a pine tree, and immersed himself in contemplation, initiating the absorption of spiritual energy into his body. After a quarter of an hour, Chen Mu opened his eyes, surprised that he had successfully absorbed spiritual energy in such a short time. It seemed that his strength would recover rapidly. After the exams, Kyue, Xuanhuan, and their group approached Chen Mu. Despite their taunts being ignored by Chen Mu, in his eyes, there was only the girl before him, Jiang Yao. She stood by him unwaveringly in the first lifetime, but he failed to cherish her. Now, given a second chance by fate, he wouldn't miss it again. Chen Mu gently touched Jiang Yao's head, said goodbye, and then turned to leave. Watching Chen Mu's departing figure, Kyue felt angry at being ignored. As Chen Mu walked down the street, he suddenly remembered being arranged to stay at Kyue's house by his parents. In the current situation, he probably needed to rent a place, so he searched his pockets and found that he had no money. Thus, he bought some yellow paper and set up a stall to sell talismans. However, passers-by thought he was a scammer, and no one came to buy. At this moment, a girl asked, "What can these talismans of yours do?" Chen Mu quickly explained, "They can calm the mind and soul, dispel evil, bring peace to your home, strengthen the body." Upon hearing, "calm the mind and soul," the girl immediately inquired, "Can it cure senile dementia?" Of course, it can. 30,000 for one, with a money-back guarantee. Just as the girl was about to make a purchase, another girl with short hair intercepted her. Despite her grandmother's worsening condition, she wouldn't give up any hope. She decisively handed the money to Chen Mu. However, after the girl brought the talisman home, she faced skepticism from her grandfather. After continuous pleas, the grandfather reluctantly agreed. The girl placed the talisman on her grandmother's forehead, followed Chen Mu's instructions, clasped her hands, and shouted, "Activate." In the next moment, the grandmother unexpectedly sat up, no longer in a confused state. The doctor, shocked after an examination, found that the grandmother had fully recovered. After the doctor left, Mr. Jean inquired in detail about the process of buying the talisman. After hearing his granddaughter's account, Mr. Jean became serious. "Quickly investigate the background of the master, and I will personally visit him another day." As for Chen Mu, he remained oblivious to everything happening with the Jean family. At this moment, he was still immersed in his cultivation. Just then, a call came from his mother, Su Fan. According to his memories from a past life, at this time, his mother would take him to Yanjing to attend his grandmother's funeral. It was during this funeral that he experienced unprecedented humiliation. While in the midst of cultivation, he hears his mother's voice through a phone call after 600 years. His mother, born into the prestigious Li family in Yanjing, chose to break ties with the family to marry his commoner father, resulting in her expulsion from the household. In the eyes of the Li family members, Chen Mu is an inconsequential person, someone to be scorned and humiliated. But with a third chance at life, he is determined not to be bullied again. Soon, Chen Mu arrives at the airport. At the entrance of the airport hall stands a mature and beautiful woman, none other than his mother, Li Sufang. Seeing his mother again, Chen Mu has an impulse to cry based on his memories. However, he restrains himself, adjusts his mood, and approaches his mother, saying, "Haven't seen you for a few months, Mom, and you've become even more beautiful." Despite her initially heavy heart, his mother can't help but smile at his remark. The plane quickly arrives in Yanjing. As Chen Mu and his mother gaze at the majestic and luxurious entrance, ready to step inside, they are stopped by the butler. Why aren't we allowed to attend my mother's funeral? Li Sufang angrily questions, then pulls Chen Mu into the mansion. In his previous life, Chen Mu was submissive in the face of these hostile glares, but now the entire Li family holds no significance in his eyes. Chen Mu's grandfather, the head of the Li family, sits sternly in the center of the mourning hall. Seeing the arrival of the mother and son, he can't help but furrow his brows. Chen Mu is stopped and not allowed to participate in the funeral. Li Sufang is angry but powerless, only able to let Chen Mu wait outside. After the funeral, Chen Mu's cousin, Li Yu, walks over and takes Chen Mu to a dilapidated warehouse entrance, taunting, "You'll stay here tonight," then drops a key and leaves. Seeing Li Yu walk away, Chen Mu smirks disdainfully, deciding to have some fun with his cousin. Late at night, Li Yu arrives at the warehouse with a few others, ordering them to take down Chen Mu. Chen Mu stands up, wielding his fists. In an instant, the group is defeated. Suddenly, a powerful aura emanates from Li Yu as he launches an attack. Chen Mu casually extends his hand, effortlessly blocking the attack. He then tosses Li Yu into the air, slamming him ruthlessly to the ground, immediately disabling his dantian. In the deep of the night, Li Yu's parents kneel before the Li family head, recounting the incident of their son's dantian being disabled by Chen Mu. Enraged, the Li family head orders Chen Mu to be brought immediately. At that moment, a voice echoes, "There is no need for that. I'm already here."